Welcome to day one. I am thrilled that you're joining me. And over the next few days, we're going to break down the template into smaller mini tasks so you don't feel overwhelmed and so you can see how easy this process really can be. Your homework to prepare for today's lesson was also pretty easy. All you had to do was brainstorm a list of topics that your students either struggle with or topics that were dull, dry, and boring that you think can be covered a little bit more in depth with a reading passage. But don't worry, we're going to add a twist of fun to that reading passage. So, hopefully, you have your short list of topics ready to go. And we are going to show you how to streamline your lesson prep. And we're going to dive right in. And I'm going to show you how to use AI to create your very own reading passages at the click of a button. Have you heard of ChatGPT yet? Well, this tech tool basically set the internet ablaze with its 2022 debut. GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. The AI bot generates human like responses to text based prompts. Stop writing your own reading passages. I will show you how to use ChatGPT to do the work for you and save you tons of your precious teacher planning time. Are the passages that are going to be generated by ChatGPT perfect? No, they're not. But does it provide you with a powerful foundation? Absolutely. Will the passage need to be modified? Yes, but that is a good thing. When you modify the passage, you have the ability to choose and add content rich vocabulary words that you want to make sure are covered. You can delete any fluff. You gain a sense of teacher autonomy. You can cover the standard more in depth. And of course, this tool helps with differentiation because you can change the text complexity, you can change the length of the passage. There's no doubt that ChatGPT is an incredible tool with the potential to revolutionize the way you plan instruction. It can also help you spend less time prepping lessons and spending more time doing things you love, like spending time with your family, or can you imagine leaving at the bell? Chat GPT can help with lesson planning when it comes to outlining lessons, creating discussion prompts, giving collaboration and group tips, helping you find resources, rewriting an article, generating a reading passage, giving you product ideas, listing out new tech tools, and creating different types of assessment questions. But there are a few things you should know about ChatGPT first. While it can generate human like responses, it lacks the emotional intelligence or the personal touch that only a human teacher can provide. And while ChatGPT is advanced, it's not perfect and it can sometimes generate incorrect or inappropriate responses. So always fact check and proofread before you share anything with your students. Also, note that the tool's knowledge of current events is very limited. This tool pulls most of its information and research prior to 2021. There are also some ethical concerns that exist with the use of AI in education, such as the potential for biases and concerns about privacy and data security. Here's what the homepage of ChatGPT looks like. I do want you to note that at the time of this video, ChatGPT was free, but they just rolled out a new paid monthly option. But I recommend the free version. It does everything you want it to do and more, but there may be times when demand is high and the response time is a little longer. So the free version might slow you down just a tiny bit, but I still, of course, recommend it for free so it doesn't take a toll on your teacher wallet. I do have a little tip for you. I find that the best response rate on this website is actually early in the morning before everyone is online. So let me show you how this works with a very generic basic search. For the purpose of these examples, we are going to use the Boston Tea Party. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT to write an article about the Boston Tea Party. And look at that. Look how fast it goes. Now, we're not going to have it go through the whole thing because I want to show you some examples. With that specific prompt right there, we didn't give it a lot of information. We didn't refine what we were asking for. So what we're going to do, and I have my prompts written here, is we're going to get a little bit more specific, and this time we're going to ask ChatGPT to write an article about the Boston Tea Party on the 4th grade reading level. And when you do this, you can see that it is broken down into easier to understand words and at the appropriate reading level. Now let's see what happens if we ask the same prompt, but a different reading level. This time we're going to ask for an article at the 12th grade reading level. And already at the 12th grade reading level, I see some words like imposed, significant, unrest, revenue, words that would be too hard for the 4th grade reading level. So it definitely helps with differentiation. So we're going to stop there. And next, when we get specific with our prompts, we can learn so much about differentiation. You can ask ChatGPT to create different versions of the article based on grade level, based on age. You can even ask to create an article based on a lexile level. You can even refine by word count. So this time, let's get really, really specific and ask for a 500 to 600 word article about the Boston Tea Party at the 7th grade reading level. Is it always accurate? No, not always. You do want to note that if you ask for 1,000 word count article for 3rd graders, you likely will not get it because ChatGPT is smart. It knows that a 3rd grader is not going to more than likely be reading a 1,000 page article. So this is finishing up. We are going to grab this, we are going to copy it, and we're going to open a new document just to do the word count. We will paste it, and we're going to review the word count, 454. How cool is that? Is it exactly what we asked for? No, but it is pretty darn close. And it gives me the foundation I need to start modifying my passages. So the more specific you are and the more you refine your prompts, the better your results will be. Inside of today's PDF, you can learn a little bit more about ChatGPT and grab a free teacher prompts guide to help you make the best of your search. This is what it looks like right here. It gives you the prompts to create discussion prompts. It tells you what types of questions. It gives you differentiation ideas, scaffolding ideas. ChatGPT can even write your unit plans for a 3-week unit. There are so many things this can do to help save you time. It is amazing. But for the sake of today's training, we're just going to focus on the reading passages. So to be ready for day 2, here is your homework. You are responsible for creating a 400 to 600 word reading passage using one of the methods or websites that I shared with you today. Think of how much time you want to allot to this digital activity. Ideally, the length of your reading passage depends on your students. So keep in mind, the longer the reading passage, the longer the activity takes to complete. If you choose to write an article that's 200 words or less, your kids are likely going to finish way too quickly. When you're done creating your reading passage, save it so you can quickly grab it for day 2, and I will see you tomorrow.